we go. About to go live with the pistol round. Premier Rejects, I did believe, pick it up, and they're going to be able to start off over on the CT side. And here we are indeed going live. Bit of a late buy coming in from Rejects. Spending a little bit of extra time back in the spawn, but Renegades, we're going to see them heading over towards through the white halls over towards B. Yeah, I'm going to be doing with utility, the rest of the players just working with Kevlar. And an interesting setup here from the CTs as we see them getting aggressive on upper B, and they have two players towards pop and one at lower ramp, and I believe they're reading this, but it doesn't matter as Ustillo coming in through the lower ramp gets the first frag on the strong legs. The Proto now an upper, gonna actually DJ falls to his death. Let me turn off voice here. DJ fell to his death and Atter was able to get one now as we see two players remaining for Premier Rejects. Nice shot from Cardiac though. Takes down JKS, and Char taking down Azar also leaves two players now on either side as it falls apart for Renegades. They had a 2 versus 4, but Char and Cardiac coming in massive. And interesting round there coming in. We saw some suicides off the top of heaven. And Renegades, they did get the bomb plant, so they should be just looking to eco this round, get the AKs into the next one. And we will indeed just see them upgrade a couple of pistols, and are going to pick up a flash. Let's see where they're going to head with this. And once again, it's going to be going over towards the white halls. In the direction of B, that is, and DJ, he's getting aggressive towards Pop Dog, and he might have heard a couple of those steps. I'm not quite sure though, they did slow it down just as they got close, so let's see. But once again, a kind of similar setup, having the two players in Pop Dog aggressive, and they'll be able to fast flank if stuff does go down, which it will indeed as we see them now. Getting ready in the B halls to burst out onto the B side. Two players going to be waiting here already, but they're playing quite passive. One is behind the grey bomb, but the grey train rather, but the other player is all the way back at connector, helping them. In a good position to spot upper though. 3 players do exit indeed through that area. And now Char on site drops a nice Molotov, but he's actually going to fall to Ustillo as Cardiac comes in with 2 of his own, and now the retake looking strong as Ustillo tries to get aggressive and falls, and so does Yam, leaving Azar now on his own. Position not quite aware yet, but he will get spotted now as he takes the shot with P250 and he falls to strong leg. Bit of a win there for Renegades. They did get the plant, that's all they were looking for, and we'll see them be able to afford quite a good buy now. We will indeed see them have all around 5,000 or so. Yeah, what's his money looking like? He will be able to go for a glass cannon off if he felt like it, but he does decide to just go for the AK with utility instead. He does know that they have quite a weapon advantage. We see 3 UMP is still left over on the CT side, and Char, he's going to decide to pick up the M4 and Cardiac, saving his from the previous round. And our Renegades, they're just going to be splitting up and holding for any sort of aggression, waiting for the CTs to try and push in with them UMPs. Usually when they save these weapons in, they will make aggression to try and get that play, and we will indeed see 3 pushing up through B. He's still out, he's going to come into contact with that, he gets one, but he falls to Proto as Char was able to take down one player over towards A at the same time, and now 1-man advantage over towards Rejects, but that gets denied as Atter and JKS come in and give the advantage now towards Renegades. But a Proto actually has control of the bomb here as Atter might not expect this, gets taken down by a Proto. And here we go now. Yam and JKS gonna have to try and go back and get that bomb out of control of the CT side. As we see DJ now, he's gonna just make his way back through B to come try and help a Proto keep control of it. "50 seconds to remain, they have some time to work with, but they need to start getting a move on soon. There is players waiting on the bomb. So far staying quiet, but both players have been spotted out now. A Proto gets the info, calls it over to his teammate who got tagged down quite low at the same time also, but they have a little bit of utility to try and hold this. That's going to be a Molotov on the DJ. JKS running straight through the smoke and gets both of the kills actually. Yam was the one who took down DJ. There we go, Renegades, they're going to be able to pick up that first gun round, and the money on Rejects, it's not looking so great. 3 players are able to buy up if they wanted to, but will they decide to do so is the question. Cardiac actually would have been able to get himself an M4 body armor also, but they're not going to opt to do so. They're just going to upgrade a couple of pistols. And we see their money quite strong, will allow them to get a good buy into the next round. As Renegades, let's see if they're aware of what they're up against. As we see Yam, he's going to be taking aggression out towards A main. Needs to be careful. Cardiac are hiding in the smoke with a CZ. Could try and get the timing on him. As now he hears him throwing the flash out, or rather a smoke it was. And the teammate flash ins in for him. He gets that first frag, and Yam was on his own, getting a little bit too aggressive. There is Char spots a couple of players making their way down B ramp, so they should be aware that this B side hit is coming in. And the bomb will indeed go down. And we see the CTs now coming in for this retake as R drops one. And all the players now on the CT side begin to just drop as Cardiac, or rather Strong Legs it was, who was the last man remaining, who had that retrieved AK, but it's not going to last for long now as Renegades take up that round as well. It was only a couple of upgraded pistols in for rejects, and looking at their money now, they should be able to buy. Chardy only wants it a little bit low. And he will just opt to go for a UMP, and we're going to actually see a double up on the Cardiac and DJ. Still no up over on Renegades. Working quite well with the rifles so far, no need to upgrade them. As we see them not really building up much of a bank either, so even if they wanted it, they didn't really have the money to invest into it. And DJ spots out one player in A main there. Needs to be careful, JKS does. Luckily enough for him, he is going to escape with his life for now, but doesn't want to keep playing with his luck. As we do see him head back towards A main, and he's going to do it again, it looks like. Actually, Yam in a good position here, made his way out into Olaf. I believe that's why JKS is trying to bait a little bit, trying to get the op to shoot off a shot if he can. And Yam, he's been spotted. That's Strong Legs who spotted him, but doesn't matter, he takes him down. And now the two ops going to be over towards A, going to have a massive task at hand. Atter falls to DJ on Ivy. And the one man advantage that was in favour of Renegades goes back to an even situation now as rejects. They're going to have a tough time holding these sites whenever Renegades do decide to hit one. Not a lot of utility to work with, one smoke and 3 flashes. And each of those flashes split out between 3 players. And now B going to be coming in. Azar, nice pop flash, gets that player who's close, and Char, he's going to fall to Azar now. Cardiac has the opto over towards Connector. Spots one player as he crosses, takes him down. The bomb will go down now, but no kit over onto Premier Rejects, which is a massive disadvantage as DJ. Nice shot into Ustillo, spots him getting aggressive towards Isle. Now a Proto. Is he aware of this player on the bomb site? Doesn't seem so, but he will be now as JKS gets 2. Doesn't matter if he's aware as he's dead, and he gets a third. Great 3K there coming in from JKS, gets all the headshots. Doesn't matter if you're aware if you don't have a head. Not so useful. And now Rejects forced back onto the eco round. They do have a little bit of money bonus. They'll be getting 2,900 in the next round, I believe, for losing 4 in a row, so they will upgrade their pistols. And let's see what Renegades are going to play at this time. We saw them go very aggressive last time. Doesn't look like they're going to go quite as aggressive this time. Yam just going to be waiting for any aggression on upper B. But the aggression has came in on B, but it came up the ramp, which was a bit of a blind spot for him. As now Ustillo, he's going to be pushing in. He should be able to spot this player. Will indeed. Easy frag for him. As Renegades now just playing this extremely safe. Don't want to drop any weapons over. Need to start building themselves a bank. It's not looking so good so far. They do have a couple of players sitting quite low still. And now Ivy aggression going to be coming in strong. Like spots out Atter at the bottom of Ivy, gets that frag onto him. A little bit of help from a Proto. And now B site completely under the control of Renegades as the bomb will make its way over back through the B halls. And Azar takes down DJ, leaving Strong Legs. Azar looking for these frags with the Mac 10 to build up a little bit of bank for himself. Has 2 in the round so far. That was 600 for each kill. As JKS here gets the last frag. I was about to say he needs to be careful not to drop the AK, but doesn't matter if he hits the headshots. We do just see a single up setup coming in this time. That's going to be Cardiac working with the glass cannon though. Wasn't able to afford himself any Kevlar, and Yam now he's finally going to upgrade onto one himself. Well, not finally, I believe he had it in the previous round also, but this is the first op versus op round we are going to see. Because Yam, he's actually going to be over towards B along with 2 of his teammates. Cardiac though. He's going to be out on the A side, so they're not going to be facing off against each other anytime soon. As Renegades taking it extremely slowly. Just trying to force Rejects to use some of their utility, and a Proto goes aggressive into A main, takes down JKS, and now Rejects with a nice one-man advantage early on into the round. Char here needs to be careful. The timing as Ustillo is about to peek out upper. I believe he heard that drop onto the site. He does indeed. He gets himself a nice frag there, and back to a 4 versus 4. Health advantage still slightly in favour of Premier Rejects though, as Ustillo did get dinked down. Renegades. Doesn't look like they've made a decision yet of where they want to go. We're going to see the bomb just sitting up above A main in that little office room currently. And nice shot from Yam though. Spots at the head of a Proto, takes him down, and this might force their hand. They might decide to just go straight towards B. And they will indeed, as we see the bomb now going to be making its way down the ramp. DJ, he's going to have to help with one more player here. That's going to be Strong Legs to try and hold this B site, but right now looking okay actually. Strong Legs does get one, but Yam with another up shot, and this leaves DJ all alone, gets one. Now, will he be able to do this 1 versus 2? Is he aware of the player on the flank? Gets one, but the flanking player able to take him down quite easily. And now, 5 rounds in a row for Renegades. We see a full money bonus on the Premier Rejects, but still not really able to buy. Only 2 players really able to do so, so they probably will just look to have to go for another eco here. And they will be able to afford Kevlar along with pistols. And we see Renegades are aware of this, as this time Adder going to pick up the Mach 10. So far JKS looking strong in this game. That's good for Renegades. He's the player that you want to see showing up along with Azur. Azur sitting quite happy. He also is 6-4. JKS was looking quite strong in the previous games that they played. He's the star player for the team, and Yam now. Livy heard Cardiac running there, so he's just going to back off. Doesn't want to drop the op into Pop Dog. That would be a massive weapon for Rejects to pick up if they could do so. And now, looking like we're seeing a little bit of a B fake, as the bomb will head over towards A, but a smoke goes down B ramp, forcing Char to use that flash that he had at hand. Not going to be too much use, as Azur now, he's going to have to go back and nice spam through the metal of Pop Dog, takes down Cardiac. There is another player in there, needs to be careful not to lose his life to him, but we do see the one-man advantage right now for Renegades, and quite a heavy firepower advantage. They're only up against pistols. I think Azur is aware there's another player down here. Going to throw that pop flash down. Nice flash, completely blinds the player. Easy kill for him as Azur takes down Strong Legs, who was attempting to hold Ivy. Doesn't go so well for him. And now this should be another easy round coming in from Renegades. We will indeed see the 6-2 lead any moment. I don't think DJ will be able to pull off a miracle here, as may at least get one. He has the Deagle to work with, but he's been chased down by every player now as Yam with the op finishes him off. And now 6 rounds in a row for Renegades. Will Rejects go for the double op again? I believe the double op was the closest gun round they've got so far, but they won't do so. Cardiac going to be the only one on the AWP. DJ not looking too bad on the rifle so far. And now Renegades, let's see what they're doing. Just going to be playing another slow round as the ops get one each and bring it down to another even situation, 4v4. Does favour the T side. It will force the CT defense to split up slightly as JKS going to make his way out. Amen. DJ going to spot him, but he's going to fall anyway. Apologies, I forgot to turn auto director on after the last round as Azur takes down a Proto on A, and Char now coming in from connector, going to have to come up massive. Spot out 2 players, going to get the first, will get the second also, and nice round coming in from Char now as it's back down to a 2 versus 2. Strong Legs position is known, I believe. He did shoot a couple of bullets, so as you still don't know, he's going to sneak his way around the bomb site, and Strong Legs need to be really careful here. Will he fall? He will indeed, and now Char all alone. Has 2 on the round, will get a third, and he's looking for this 4k to save the round for his team as he's up against the AWP Yam. That is the one positive that you can look at. If Yam misses his shot, it's likely he'll be able to get it. He's not really able to spam as Char can. The much faster rate of fire weapon, and now Yam over towards Pop Dog. Has a decent amount of time to work with, has 40 seconds and the bomb, so he can keep Char guessing about which site he's going to go towards. Right now, Char's not so sure as Yam just going to start walking his way out onto A. And I believe Char will have heard that weapon being dropped. Doesn't seem so actually. He's still looking over towards B. Should hear the bomb plant any moment now as Yam will indeed. He'll molly off connector and stop Char from being able to push him as the bomb goes down now. No kit in Char's hand, so we'll see him getting a move on quite fast as Yam, I believe he shot a little bit there, so his position should be kind of a word to Char. That was sandwich, but it doesn't matter. Yam gets that frag easy and 7 in a row for Renegades as he gets his AWP back also. Here we go. Seems like I'm saying it all too much, but once again, Premier Rejects just left onto the pistols and Kevlar. Haven't had any luck since those first 2 rounds as Cardiac, hoping to get an early frag with the Deagle. Does get quite a lot of damage onto Ustillo, but not the kill quite yet as Yam coming out of Pop Dog and JKS. Just the CT defense is being dismantled currently as 2 players remain. Rejects do indeed need your energy right now as it's not going so well. Char, he'll fall also. And strong legs now. Yam should be able to get this frag with ease, and he does do so. Not looking so good for Rejects right now. Cardiac has been looking like a really promising player lately with the AWP, but not getting a rolling currently. He is at the top of his team, but not having the impact that he would like to do so, as they're not really able to pick up any rounds. We see here the rounds for Renegades. Some of them have been clean, but a decent amount of them have also been close, and it's like the first gun round and a couple of other rounds where Renegades only lived at 1, but Rejects, though, the thing that matters is they're not able to pick up any other rounds, and the economy for Renegades is looking quite decent as we see 3 players sitting up on 5 figures currently. Now Cardiac getting aggressive towards upper B, gets 1, and the double up with DJ also able to pick up 1 over towards A. As N-Line's power is indeed going to be helping Rejects to get a 2-man advantage early on into this round. Now we see the 3 remaining players from Renegade going to be looking to get the frags back as JKS gets 1 before falling to strong legs. And Atter will indeed make his way over towards B to help Azar as they make their way down onto the site. Azar spotted out by the AWP, and this will be aware now. Cardiac going to call this info to his teammates. The bomb should be able to go down. Atter will indeed have it, and it will go down in the default position. The Swede, who's currently playing for the Australian team, remains with Azar, one of the star players. No longer remains with him as he falls, leaving Azar all alone. In a pretty good position here, but the bomb isn't planted for him. It's been tapped. I don't know if the player's sticking it. He's not yet, but he will indeed start doing so now as Azar needs to get a move on here. Does the player have a kit? He does indeed. The defuse will come in. Will he be able to get the frags at least? He gets 2 frags. That's quite a bit of damage at least. Unlucky for Azar, but he might be happy with dropping those weapons and forcing the rebuy to come in. After all, they do have quite a massive lead currently. A3 still in favour of Renegades and a lot of money in the bank. You see the buy over on Premier Rejects. It's pretty decent, but if we look at their bank, they're not going to be able to buy up if they lose this round. So this is very important. They need to be able to chain a couple of rounds here. If they don't, they will be forced back onto the eco and their economy will be broken. Go ahead and get the auto director back on here as DJ will fall to Yam as he tries to peek out into Ivy. And that's not a good start for Premier Rejects at all. That's not what they wanted. And Renegades, we see them now going to stop the aggression as they just hold for the CTs to be the ones who make the pushes. The double up is picked back up onto strong legs. Let's see what he'll be able to do with it. We haven't seen him on the AWP yet in this game. I'm sure he's a capable player with it. We see now Renegades looking to take control of Pop. That's going to be Azar who makes his way down. Sees that it is indeed clear, and now I think the bomb is going to begin heading over towards B. We'll see multiple Renegades players making their way over here. Atter rather going to be lurking this Ivy area, making a bit of aggression, throwing that Molotov and just making presence in general. Hoping to force some rotates off from B, but currently not happening as we see 2 players over towards B with strong legs. He's going to fall to Atter, and now we have the split coming in. And it's falling apart for the CT side once again. It's just not going well for them at all. Cardiac not in a great position here. Does get 1 actually. That was a Proto who done so, but he will fall. And now Rejects completely reset as we see Renegades get the 9-3 lead. just not looking good for them currently, as we see a couple players sitting on the 1000s. And we're going to see them go for the force by DJ, that is, picks up the P250 and Kevlar. Will the other players force buy? Only DJ and a Proto force buy. The other three aren't going to opt to do so. Interesting. Perhaps a little bit of miscommunication. They do have 2 nades. Let's see what they're going to opt to do with this. I believe they're just throwing them over towards A main, but only one. As Azar takes down Char, who gets aggressive into Pop Dog. Spots out the foot. And it's just really not going so well for Premier Rejects right now. So it's just falling apart. Not even able to get much damage in this round so far, actually. As I say so, he gets one at her though, and back down to a 2 versus 2. I jinxed it, as the bomb will go down, making it quite difficult for Rejects as they don't have a kit, but if they can get a move on, they might be able to do it. Cardiac retrieve the AK. DJ also gets an AK, and he is Kevlar and a Molotov. A Molotov on Cardiac also. We see really aggressive afterplant positions going to be coming in from Renegades. Ustillo has made his way all the way up in the CT spawn, and Yam has the bomb planted for him, and he's going to be at the back of Oil Tanker. This is an interesting position. I don't think they'll be expecting this, but will they go for it? We will indeed see them make their way down the B ramp. And time begins to run low now as Ustillo spots them out, and they will just start to run back. They realise now time too low to be able to do much. Without Cardiac, he's in a bit of a situation as he's stuck on the site and he's going to fall. DJ at least will save 1 AK. As a 10-3 lead now in favour of Renegades. Here we go. Deco just has to come in from Rejects. DJ going to be looking to make a miracle happen with this AK. Let's see what he's going to do with this. Still has a Molotov also. Going to throw that to stop any aggression from coming early out of A main. And indeed, it did do so, as we saw Yam and JKS, I believe that was. They got up aggressive quite early. And now Strong Legs, he's going to get aggressive himself into A main as his teammates start falling all around them. And now he will fall also and join the grave as Cardiac and DJ remain. DJ gets one with that AK that was retrieved in the previous round, but it's not enough as no Cardiac. 1 versus 3 situation. Not much to work with, just a P250. Gets one. Might be able to get himself an AK here, and this is a doable situation now. Ustillo sitting on 25 HP. And he will indeed. Looks like he's going to opt to take the AWP. The bomb goes down now over on B, and doesn't have a kiss, so if he wants to do this, he's going to have to get a move on. Spots out one, and this is going to make him decide to go for it. We're going to see him head over towards Pop and come up through the B halls, but needs to begin going really fast as he trades out to an AK-47. Molotov and a smoke to work with, but no kit, and so many angles that he has to check, and I don't think he's going to be able to do this. If he gets the kill right here, he might be able to do so. But he needs to do so really fast. And Adder looking like he's going to play the time, and just peeks out, takes the head off a Cardiac. No problem for him, as now 8 rounds in the lead for Renegade. As the final round of the half comes up, and we see a final buy coming in from Reject on the CT side. The double up again. That seems to have been what they've had the most success with. DJ on the up has been getting early picks as well, and that has been quite good for them. As now we see the double up coming in from Renegades also. That's going to be Azar. Perhaps they decided to pick it up on the spawn as we see him head quick towards B, I believe. It looked like he was going to go down Pop for a while, but he doesn't do so. 2 players getting aggressive on the CT side over towards B also. They need to be careful. It's going to be DJ and, oh, not DJ and a Proto, Char and Cardiac, I believe it was. And now players begin to fall. My apologies for missing the kills. Auto Director swapped over to the player in Ivy, and it's not swapping back to Azar or DJ either. Usually Auto Director is a lot better than this. I know it's not great, but I can't do the director myself, as Azar finds DJ with the op now, leaving Strong Legs alone to clutch to 1 versus 4 to try and prevent 12-3 half in favour of Renegades, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to happen. As I know, he's going to be in an interesting position here on the top of the site, jumping, going to spot the player and lower, and easy kill for him. Azar 20-8 at half time. Great half from him. Let's go ahead and see if anything has been said in the in-game comms for the first couple of seconds of the round. I kind of doubt it, but I guess we can give it a go. Because I'm interested to see if anyone's saying anything now after the half. Doesn't seem so. Let's see what Rejects are going to do here on this T-pistol, as it's going to be massively important to them. They're going to need to pick this up if they want to try and get themselves back into the map. We do see two players picking up utility. There's going to be a couple of two smokes, I believe, and two flashes onto each player, or rather one smoke and two flashes onto each player. And now looking like an A execute as we see the split coming in from Pop Dog and Amen. Ustillo though, he's going to be getting aggressive early onto Ivy, knows there's no one here now, and he's going to head back over to try and help his teammates hold the site as Azar spots out a bunch of players going up close to him on the site. Great shot onto DJ as he's on top of the train. Cardiac will finally drop one, and we see a 4 versus 4 now as Yam in a good position, and Sandwich gets one and JKS gets one also. Yam coming in with really great shots here, leaving Char all alone as he makes his way up Pop and just drops the adder. And here we go now. Rejects only able to pick up one gun round so far in this map. They did pick up a pistol round also, and 13-3 lead for Renegades. That is massive. And they are just going to decide to go for the eco. Interesting choice. They didn't get a plant, so looks like they're going to go for overtime instead. They will have to eco again in the next round, give Renegades the match point. Unless they decide to just buy up a couple of Galils into the next round, I'm not quite sure. Or if they will even have enough, as they did invest into a couple of Deagles and P250s. So I don't think they'll be able to afford to do so, as we see the B hit coming in. JKS with the UMP gets one. Strong legs, nice trade, and if they can get the plant here, this would be really good for their economy. It would give them a chance as Adder takes down Cardiac also, leaving two players now. Bomb goes down, that nade almost denying it, but a Proto lives on 11 HP as Proto takes down one before being traded. And now the defuse will come in. Let's have a look at the money over on the Premier Reject side. 3 players able to buy up AKs, actually 4 rather if they want. They won't have a lot of utility to work with though. Char can get himself a Galil, and I believe they will decide to force buy here. Or rather just buy, and here we go. They don't want to let Renegades up the match point. That bomb plant really coming in good for the economy of Reject. Let's see what they decide to do. They actually do have the 5 AKs as Char decided to just go for that body armor instead of head armor, which is a bit of a disadvantage as all the weapons over on the CT side currently will now be 1 shots to the head. They wouldn't originally be so, other than the AWP of course, but don't really aim for the head with that, as Ustillo with the P90 gets aggressive into Pop Dog and takes down DJ. Gets himself a second on the Cardiac. A little bit of long range P90 skills there as he's got an early 2-man advantage for his team. And now Yam taking apart the T side as only 2 players remain to stop Renegades from advancing themselves onto match point. Or rather map point, and Char falls also, and now Proto, what will he decide to do? Makes his way out Ivy. He knows there's a player close. Maybe spotted him a minute ago, but the spray not able to connect. There we go. We do see a bit of... are gonna see them go for an execute here, but they only have Tech 9s to work with. They probably would have liked to do this with AKs, but they haven't really been able to afford so far in this half, as they didn't really come into many rounds to work with. But let's see if they're able to do anything with the Tech 9s. But the Molotovs coming in are absolutely destroying them, as 1 player falls already, and Cardiac currently sitting on quite low HP. And now 4 players remaining. That's down to 2 before they're able to pick up their first frag. That's going to be a Proto getting the second, and 16-3 in favour of Renegades. Rejects just not going so well for them at all, as everything just fell apart.